Okay, so in this example, I'm going to show you the technical aspect of doing a definite integral. That means, right, you must be able to integrate successfully. Then you do a top minus bottom successfully. Okay, so integrate, then do a top minus bottom. Okay, so let's look at the process. So I'm going to integrate this from 4 to 1. So the first instinct should be you need to use a little bit of indices. So you need to engage a little bit of indices. So top, so it will be half minus 2. Okay, indices, same base division, so you get a minus 1.5. So at this stage, you have not integrate. You only use your indices so that you can carry on with the integration. Okay, so I'm going to focus on integrate right now. I'm going to add a power, divide by the new power. Okay, remember I don't need to do I don't have to put in the C, because later on eventually it will cancel out. So I'm going to integrate without the C, and after that I'm going to simplify first. Okay, I'm going to simplify. Okay, I'm not going to directly do a top minus bottom. There are some students who will directly do a top minus bottom, and then they find that it's very confusing. Okay, so how do I get a minus 2? So 1 divided by this will get me a minus 2. And the minus half is actually this part. So usually I wouldn't do a top minus bottom unless I simplify properly first. So in this case, I'm going to simplify properly. Then I do a top minus bottom. Okay, I'm running out of space here. So I do a top, put in the x equal to 4, subtract the part where bottom. So you do a top minus bottom, then here you can punch calculator. So you end up with a value 1. So this value 1 is a representation of the area. Okay, the next one, I got a big fraction to integrate, but we don't have a quotient rule in our integration. So don't forget, we can actually split them up. We can split using the same denominator. So I split using same denominator. Do a little bit of integers. Then now you can start your integration. Okay, so the moment you start your integration, the integration sign disappears. It comes with a square bracket. So you return a power, divide by new power. Integrate 1 is x. Return a power, divide by new power. So the moment you start using the formula, the integration sign disappears. It becomes a square bracket. Okay, don't do a top minus bottom unless you have arranged them properly. And then now after arrangement, you can do a top minus bottom, put in the 1, subtract, put in the minus 2. So you got to work out each bracket super carefully. The first bracket, I got a 1/3. The second bracket, I got -4 and 1/6. So all in all, you get 4.5. So 4.5 represent the area that is under the curve. Okay, the next one. Okay, also a definite integral from 1 to 0. So this one is your third formula. So do a little bit of indices first. You will get 3x plus 1 to the power of -half. So this is the one where, if you still remember, you return a power, you divide by the new power. Remember the A in the formula. So work out very carefully, you will get 3 square root 3x plus 1. So that's your integrated answer. Then you do a top minus bottom. Top minus bottom. So square root 4, that will get you a 2. Here, it will get you a 1. So you will get a final value of 3. Okay, so you can involve any of the formulas that you already learned. So the next one is also a bit of indices. So do a little bit of indices first. You get 3x plus 1 to the power minus 2. Okay, do the same integration. Return a power, divide by new power. Not forgetting your A, which is a 3. So make sure you simplify nicely first before you try to sub in the values. Or else most probably you'll make careless mistake when you sub in the values. Okay, so now we can do a top minus bottom. So just a lot of things to be pressing. And there's a lot of negative signs, so do be careful about it. So press it one by one, and that's the final answer. So in this case, right, if you still remember, the numerical value represent area on the graph. But how come I'm getting a negative value? So does that mean that the area can be negative? So later on, when we go to the actual section on area under graph, there will be an interpretation why area can be negative. So at the moment, be concerned about the technique first. The main technique will be you need to integrate correctly, integrate using whatever formula that you have. Then you do a top minus bottom.